Blessings, everyone. Happy New Year from His Eternal Atoning Touch Chapel International Ministry staff. I want to welcome you to a new year and a new season, Exposing the Darkness with Pastor Haynes. Today I want to share a little bit about the goals of this ministry for this year. And we're reaching out to our homeless. And stay tuned to the end of the video to see what has turned out to be a sign of hope for one couple that is homeless in our area. In Isaiah 58:10, it says, "If you pour yourself out for the hungry and satisfy the desire of the afflicted, then your light shall rise in the darkness, and your gloom as the noonday." You know, a lot of society thinks that just because somebody's homeless, that means they got an addiction of some sort, usually to drugs or alcohol. And that's not always the case. The COVID pandemic has caused a lot of people to become homeless worldwide. There's some people that actually work jobs because they have been able to get hired. They don't make a whole lot, and they're not able to afford rent on buildings. That's part of why they're homeless. And this As believers, we need to stop and think, what can we do to help these people? We're not wanting to give them a hand out. We want a hand up. So what can we do? Well, at His Eternal Atoning Touch Ministries, our goal this year is to reach out. Besides continue to working with our video and audio productions, we're going to reach out locally to our homeless community, and we're going to encourage other communities to do the same thing worldwide. Is to reach out to their homeless communities, and we're going to do it by having a soup kitchen and a homeless shelter in place year-round. My wife and I was blessed to spend the majority of our time for the last week of 2022 serving the homeless. We had a temporary shelter from the day before Christmas Eve up until the last Wednesday of the year. And we spent majority of our waking hours with the homeless, serving them in the community and at the shelter. And we've continued to do so since then. We're building relationships with them. We're finding out what their needs are. We're reaching out to our communities, our business owners, our managers, and trying to make a difference to the long term through having relationships with them. And we are going to encourage other believers to do the same thing. Don't come by and drop something off and just because it's Christmas or it's Easter, here's a little something to help you out. Make it a year-round thing. Make it an outreach of your church to reach out to those in need in your community, whether it's the elderly or if it's the homeless, it's the veterans. Whoever is in your area that needs help, reach out to them. Make that a mission for your church and your ministry this year. Because that's what we're doing. We're going to reach out to the homeless. We've already started. We're building those relationships. We're making those contacts in the communities to make a difference. At the very end of this video, you'll see what is left of a homeless shelter, homestead from an explosion that happened the Thursday before Christmas. The husband and wife that was inside that tent, those living area, during the explosion, one went out the back, one out the front from the explosion, and the husband was able to get around back to check on his wife just before the second explosion, and him covering her body is what saved her life. And they are both still with us. They went to the burn centers for treatment, but they're blessed to still be with us. This angel had survived that blast, and it's a sign of hope for them that God had his hand in it, even as bad as it was. Stay blessed, and I'll see everyone next week for another episode of Exposing the Darkness. God loves you.